What does creatine actually do? Most supplements have 3 or 4 decent studies behind them. Creatine has over 700. Here's what they found. In the last video, we covered what creatine is and how it works inside the body. Now for the question most people actually want answered. What does supplementing with it do, and does the research back it up? The short answer is yes, across several areas. Let's go through them. First up, strength and power. The most well-established benefit is improved performance in high-intensity, short-duration activity, the kind that relies on the phosphocreatine energy system that we talked about last time. Sprinting, lifting, jumping, any explosive effort. Meta-analyses consistently show creatine increases strength gains from resistance training by around 8% compared to placebo. And multiple studies show improved peak power and total work output in repeated sprint tests. And these benefits are not limited to elite athletes. Recreational lifters, older adults, and untrained individuals all show meaningful gains when creatine is combined with regular exercise. Next up, muscle mass and body composition. It's important to realize that creatine does not directly stimulate muscle protein synthesis. What it does is let you train harder and recover faster between sets. And that improved training stimulus drives greater adaptation over time. Studies consistently show greater lean mass gains in creatine groups compared to placebo. Some of this is genuine muscle growth. Some, on the other hand, especially in the first few weeks, is intracellular water retention. Creatine draws water into muscle cells, which is not the same kind of puffiness that you might be associating with bloating. The water here is inside the muscle, and it may actually support protein synthesis. On average, short-term studies show around 2 to 4 extra pounds of lean mass gained compared to placebo over several weeks of resistance training. And next up, endurance and aerobic exercise. For steady-state aerobic exercise, like distance running or cycling, the direct benefits are more limited. Creatine's mechanism is most relevant to anaerobic high-intensity efforts. That said, it supports the sprint and interval work that most endurance athletes include in training. And research suggests it may help muscles reload glycogen faster after sessions. For team sports involving repeated bursts of effort, the performance benefits are directly relevant. The one legitimate downside for some endurance athletes is the early weight gain from water retention, which can matter in weight-sensitive events. And moving forward, in more emerging areas, brain and cognitive function. Recently, the research has been moving away from training, and one of the more surprising areas of research involves the brain. Brain tissue stores creatine and draws on it during periods of high cognitive demand. The most consistent finding is that creatine helps when the brain is under stress. A 2024 study in Scientific Reports found creatine both improved cognitive performance and measurable brain energy levels during sleep deprivation. A 2024 meta-analysis covering 16 trials found positive effects on memory and attention speed, though regulators have noted that evidence is not yet strong enough for a formal health claim under normal resting conditions. Effects tend to be most pronounced in people with lower baseline creatine levels, including vegetarians, vegans, and older adults. Early research is exploring potential applications in traumatic brain injury recovery and depression, but both areas are still very preliminary. And research is also coming out in healthy aging. This is an exciting area of creatine research. We're seeing that muscle mass naturally declines from our 30s onward in a process called sarcopenia, and it's linked to reduced mobility, increased fall risk, and poorer metabolic health. Creatine combined with resistance training has been shown to slow this process. Studies in adults over 60 consistently find greater gains in muscle mass, strength, and functional performance compared to training alone. And there's also evidence of benefits for bone mineral density, particularly in post-menopausal women. So creatine's benefits are not limited to bodybuilders or competitive athletes. The evidence spans strength and power, body composition, cognitive function under stress, and healthy aging. It's one of the most effective alongside regular physical training, but the breadth of the research makes it stand out against most supplements. Next up, we get practical. Video 3 covers how to actually take creatine, which form to buy, how much to take, when to take it, and what to look for on the label.